friends, welcome back to another video. Today is really exciting because we are doing a little draw with me featuring Arrtx's new graphite pencil set. Now this is a set that comes with 14 different graphite pencils ranging from 4H, which is going to be the pencil with the lightest graphite, all the way to 8B, which is going to be your pencil with the darkest graphite. And here's an example of what that 4H looks like. And I'm going to be starting off with that one today to get my base shapes down. The clips you see on screen here are actually from a trip my boyfriend and I took to Jackson Hole, Wyoming back in February. These clips are from the National Elk Refuge, and we actually went on a little sleigh ride and got to hang out with hundreds of elk for a while, and it was really cool to see them up close and personal. And so today I decided why not capture that memory in the form of a little graphite pencil sketch. So as I started to mention, I started off using a 4H graphite pencil, and that's going to be your lightest pencil in the set. And the lighter graphite pencils are perfect for sketching because you can sketch lightly, and if you make a mistake, you can easily erase. I didn't show all of my erasing in this video for the sake of cutting down time, but I definitely had some moments, as you can see here. So using those lighter graphite pencils really lent its hand to the process, so I didn't have any streaks or stains, I guess you would say, on the paper. And as I was starting to like how the elk was taking shape in terms of proportions and things like that, I did switch to a little bit of a darker pencil just to really get a good sketch of the animal before I started going in with my lights and darks and shading. So with these lighter pencils, the graphite is a lot harder as opposed to the pencils with darker graphite. Those are going to be much softer, and I know that's a very weird way of explaining how the pencil feels or how the graphite feels, but trust me, like once you get these pencils in your hand and you try out the lightest pencil versus the darkest, you'll definitely understand what I mean. Or if you've ever tried any other graphite pencil set and you've tried a lighter one versus a darker one, you'll definitely probably understand what I'm getting at here. But the lighter ones are great for sketching, not just because they're lighter, it'll be easier to erase, but you just have so much control with the feel of the pencil, whereas the darker ones definitely lend their hands to shading because they're so soft and you can blend them a lot more. Here we have a little visitor that wouldn't leave me alone while I was trying to film this video. He interrupted many times. But as I was saying, the darker graphite pencils definitely get a lot softer as they get darker, and that really makes it great for blending your lights and darks. I also want to take a moment just to applaud the packaging of this pencil set. It's so fun and colorful. I think the pencils themselves are so just well designed. The different colors are very aesthetically pleasing, and then the writing, the branding of the pencils that is engraved has this shine to it, and it's very beautiful and definitely the most colorful graphite pencil set that I've ever owned. And you'll see throughout the video me switching between pencils. You can't really see my hand, other than the hand I'm sketching with. You can't really see both of my hands, but as I got deeper into the sketch and I was switching between a lighter pencil and a darker pencil, I kind of just had my hands full and would swap back and forth between pencils just to get the shading how I liked it. I also want to take a moment to thank Arrtx for sending me these pencils. They were really fun to use, and doing graphite drawings is not something I typically do and honestly haven't really done since college. Usually as far as I go with a pencil drawing is like a sketch for a painting or something. So having the inspiration to just sit down and do this study was really fun and liberating because, of course, I had that, blank page fear of starting this and it not turning out well, especially since this drawing was for a video. I was unsure how it would go. But I am overall really happy with the drawing, and it was a very soothing and relaxing process. I just got to sit back, relax, draw, listen to some YouTube videos, and I had a blast. Now, it's been a bit since I've uploaded a YouTube video. If you haven't seen or are new to my channel, this is my second video here, which is pretty cool. My first video was a sketchbook paint with me, and it was kind of like an introduction to the long form content on this channel, but a lot has happened since I posted that video. I started a job, left that job because I found a job that worked a lot better for me and gave me a lot of financial security and benefits, which was great. And not only that, but I just really love the job I have now. So, and of course it's full time, so it takes up a lot of my time during the week, but I try to take time either before work, during my lunch break, and if I'm not too exhausted by the end of the day, I take time then to sketch or, spend at least a little bit of time on artwork, even if I'm not working on like a full-fledged piece or something. So that has been really fun, and I'm just overall really proud of myself, to be honest. I would say the past 6 months have definitely been a struggle for me, trying to figure out what kind of career I should have, how to balance that career with my art making and content creation, which I really enjoy doing. So it's definitely been a journey, but I'm happy to say that I'm finally in a really good place, I think. I also live in a small town in the Midwest, and the local art gallery was having an art show, and I got the chance to put my work on view in this art gallery for this show, and I'll show a couple of pictures of that here on screen. But I had a lot of fun making this piece. The theme of the show, if you wanted to follow a theme, it was kind of an optional theme, was planes, trains, and automobiles, which I didn't want to just do something kind of basic, like just draw a car or a plane or something. I wanted to, really do something that fit the theme, but also made me excited to create it, like come up with an idea that I could see through, because I hate I'm sure a lot of artists feel this way, but I hate making art that doesn't make me feel excited, or I'm not into the idea. Like, it just doesn't motivate me to create. But I finally had come up with a sketch that I really liked, and I ended up doing an acrylic gouache painting of this kind of like mother nature character maybe, but kind of like this wanderlust character that's like overseeing the world, and there's a plane traveling, and I really like this character, and I've been finding myself really enjoying making characters of my own that are based off of different themes. Like right now, it's Gemini season. If y'all didn't know, I'm a Gemini. My birthday's coming up in a few weeks. So that alone has inspired me to make characters based off of Gemini season. And yeah, I've just been having a lot of fun coming up with all these different ideas and seeing them through. I know that's kind of like, that's what artists do. Like, they have this vision in their head, and they, want to create it and see it in front of them. And over the years, I just haven't felt confident in my ability or my work to do that. So the fact that I'm actually doing that, even if it's kind of, what artists are supposed to do, I guess, I'm just really happy and proud of myself for doing that. So getting back into the drawing, I'm coming to a point here where I'm pretty satisfied with the shading. I love the texture of the fur. I kind of did cross hatching in some areas to really get that texture going, and doing the little hairs that would stick out off the silhouette of his body with those softer graphite pencils that have a darker graphite was just so satisfying. I loved it. I thought the darker graphite pencils were just great, and you can see me shading the edge of his antlers here just to really get that shape going. And here I'm also using, and you might have seen me throughout the video use the eraser on this mechanical pencil I have. I did have a kneadable eraser. I don't know where it went, but I was just using that eraser on the mechanical pencil to kind of blend a little bit. And then here you see me going in with a white chalk pastel on the tips of his antlers because they were a lot lighter, like pretty much like a cream white. As compared to the rest of his antlers, they were kind of just brown. So I kind of shaded those a bit to match what I saw in the photo. And then I also, highlighted some areas of his fur, his nose, around his eye, and his ears where the fur was a little bit lighter. And then going back and forth between a darker graphite pencil and the white pencil to kind of blend the light and shadow together. Here I'm using that eraser to blend a little bit. And yeah, I had so much fun doing this piece, and I am really happy with how it turned out. Again, I was super scared to start this drawing just because it had been a while since I had done a graphite pencil drawing, but overall I'm really happy with the results, and it definitely has inspired me to take the time to do more of these little studies in the future. I will have a link down below for you guys to purchase these pencils if you are interested. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me and draw for a bit, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!